189. But the pre-tournament favourites made a wobbly start to their reply. Sachin Tendulkar made his 2000th World Cup run and then went for 28. He was one of 3 wickets for Peter Seelar. But Yuvraj Singh steadied India's innings. He was unbeaten on 51 as his team reached their target of 190 with 5 wickets to spare.
Well, any side you're playing, if you're 100 for 4, you are under a bit of pressure, especially if the wickets are slow and low and if you are expected to win easily. So, yeah, it was a decent one for us. I think it's a good outing.
Sri Lankan Vice-Captain Mahela Jayawardena says his team are treating all of their opponents as potential threats, including Zimbabwe, who they play on Thursday. Sri Lanka have 5 points and are joint third with Australia, behind New Zealand and Pakistan in Group A. As co-hosts, they're counting on a place in the quarterfinals to keep their home fans interested. Zimbabwe are down in 5th, and their captain knows that with the likes of Lasith Malinga and Matthiya Muralitharan in their ranks, Sri Lanka will be hard to beat.
It is a big challenge. Most of their bowlers, they are match winners, so we've been watching them when they were playing against other teams, and like I said, if you keep our wickets in hand, especially the first 15 overs, I'm sure we can handle them a bit better.
Every team is very dangerous, got quality players. On their day, they could change a game, and that's something that everyone has to look forward to, which is why it's a very exciting World Cup.
Meanwhile, security around the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai has been beefed up after India's intelligence bureau warned of a possible threat. The stadium is due to host the final on the 2nd of April. According to local media, police have been warned that the Pakistan-based group Lashkar-e-Taiba could target the tournament. It's the same group who were blamed for the Mumbai bombings in November 2008, although they have denied responsibility. On to football, and in just a couple of hours' time, 2 more teams will book their places in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Schalke take a 1-1 aggregate score into their home game with Valencia, while 7-time European champions AC Milan need a win at Tottenham. The Serie A leaders trained in Italy on Tuesday ahead of their departure for London. Milan lost 1-0 at home against Spurs in a heated first leg. Coach Massimiliano Allegri will be without a number of key players, including Gennaro Gattuso, who is suspended. Tottenham could be boosted by the return of a couple of key players. Midfield duo Rafael van der Vaart and Gareth Bale could play against Milan after recovering from injuries. Van der Vaart hasn't played since the first leg, while Bale is considered touch and go for the game, having returned as a substitute in the Premier League on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure he's desperate to play, but I don't think he'll play if he doesn't feel if he's quite 100% to play. It's his decision really as to whether he feels he's ready or not, and we'll have to wait and see how he feels tomorrow.
Now, we don't usually allow streakers to hog the limelight here on Al Jazeera when it comes to sporting events, but this next incident must be seen to be believed. It happened at a non-league match in England. A pitch invader dressed in a mankini, made famous by the Borat films, runs on in the middle of Dorchester's match with Havant and Waterlooville, manages to make a spectacle of himself for quite some time before one of the players decides enough is enough. But instead of thanking the player, the referee decides to send him off for violent conduct. A cheeky decision, I think you'll agree. And that is all the sport now, Lauren.
Thanks very much for giving us a laugh at the end of the tin. Thank you. Now, the Space Shuttle Discovery has landed in Florida, ending its 39th and final mission as the world's most travelled spacecraft. It's the first of NASA's 3 space shuttles to be retired, and it'll go on display in a museum. Imran Khan has more.
Discovery's gear is down and locked.
It'll be the last time we'll see Discovery's shadow over Earth. 27 years and the grand old dame of space glides gently into retirement.
We have main engine start. 2.
And what a career she's had.
Booster ignition and the final liftoff of Discovery.
Travelling through space for nearly 241 million kilometres and spending 1 full year sailing against the backdrop of planet Earth.
Station in Houston, Discovery has capture confirmed.
Her return home started at the International Space Station, orbiting high above the globe. She had delivered parts for the first humanoid robot in space. But all things come to an end.
Space Shuttle Discovery crew members get ready to
leave the International Space Station.
It was hugs and handshakes as the astronauts bid farewell to their colleagues.
Houston and Alpha, physical separation.
She unlocked high above the Pacific Ocean. Then, after she pulls away, there was time for one last victory lap around the station. Then it was a quick tour: the Atlantic, the Sahara, the Med, and northern Italy.
Kennedy Space Center announcing Discovery's arrival, 3.5 minutes to touchdown.
Cape Canaveral will witness 2 more of these farewells as shuttles Endeavour and Atlantis are also due to retire this year.
Main gear touchdown.
Discovery will still be a star. It's a public retirement for her as an exhibit at the American Smithsonian Institute.
And nose gear touchdown and the end of a historic journey.
Imran Khan, Al Jazeera.
Quick reminder before we end this news hour that you can always keep up to date with all the news we're covering and a lot of analysis as well on our website, aljazeera.net/English, so do check it out. And that's it from me. More news at the top of the hour. Thanks for watching.
As the fog hangs warily over London, we can always offer you the perfect pick-me-up.
Hello again. Well, across the United States, we have seen quite a bit of activity, especially up towards Canada. We're talking Quebec, New Brunswick, as well as Prince Edward Island. We saw some freezing rain there over the last couple of days. Now another system is making its way up towards the north. We're looking at it right here along the eastern seaboard, so it's going to be bringing some more snow into those parts of Canada along the St. Lawrence Seaway, but all the way down the east coast from New York, Washington, Atlanta, all the way down to Miami. Heavy rain showers are going to be a problem. The central part of the United States, though, looking quite nice and warm. Denver up to 20 degrees, so very warm for them. Up to the northwest, though, more snow for Vancouver, rainy for Seattle, as well as possibly some rain showers coming into San Francisco's forecast. As we make our way down towards South America, very heavy rain showers right here across this band, all the way from Rio de Janeiro, all the way inland, so localized flooding could be a problem there, as well as the northern sections of Peru. We are looking at some very heavy rain showers into their forecast. And Bolivia has more rain coming to La Paz over the next couple days. Of course, that could mean more landslides as well as mudslides into their forecast. And very quickly over towards Europe, we are looking at some very heavy rain showers pushing into Turkey. That is also going to mean also heavy snow showers for them.
Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline.
It was a revolution which ended half a century of autocratic rule and inspired a wave of public protest that swept across the Arab world.
Internet, Facebook, Twitter, they were not the revolution.
In an exclusive 2-part documentary, Raghi Omar traces the roots and repercussions of this uprising and examines why 23 years of dictatorship fell in only 28 days. The Death of Fear, at this time on Al Jazeera.
If you're a Nokia user, you can download Al Jazeera's news widget from Nokia's Ovis store. The news widget, available on compatible Nokia devices, gives users quick and easy access to real-time news updates from Al Jazeera English. See the world in real time. Al Jazeera Mobile.